Tyler Perry is trying to tell y'all, don't be a weak man. Yeah.
Malloy, this is Mia Harper. I'd like to meet with you to discuss your case. What the prosecution has is pretty damning. I know that you have an eye for details, so don't leave anything out.
She was a goddess.
Man. All right. We got to talk about this new Netflix movie, Mea Culpa. This stars Kelly Rowland. You know, if you guys don't know who Kelly Rowland is, she's from Destiny's Child back in the day, about 20 years ago. But yeah, so this movie, man, Tyler Perry, I guess he's going away for doing his Madea little skits for now, but this one right here is pretty interesting. So it starts out, Mia and her husband, I guess they're going through counseling. They got some issues, they really don't say, but looks like they got money problems, from the start of this movie. So the reason why she got money problems and the reason why she's taking on this case, I guess this guy is a so-called murderer. I guess he murdered his wife, significant other, whatever she is. But yeah, she takes on this case, and her husband really don't want her to take this case, but she kind of argues with him if she doesn't take this case, how are these bills getting paid and whatnot. He's pretty much a high-profile client right now, so she knows it's gonna be a big payday, and she also has some issues with her family. Her mother-in-law really doesn't like her. Her brother-in-law really don't like her. So, and he's a lawyer too. But anyway, she takes this case and she goes to, what's this guy's name? Zaire Malloy. He's this artist, this, I guess, famous artist. But anyway, she goes to his house, his little loft, and, ask him, what's going on, the situation, blah, blah, blah. He didn't do it, whatever. Anyway, she kind of has some attraction to him and vice versa. He's attracted to her. But while she's, doing a couple, consultations with him, and things get pretty heated up, he kind of puts the moves on her. And she's liking it, but she knows she's married. She doesn't want to cheat, so she leaves. And I guess he gets mad and says he wants another lawyer, but I don't know. I guess they argue. Then she follows him to this sex club, and she finds out he's kind of freaky. And she kind of finds out that he's kind of freaky, and she also has a friend that's a private investigator that's kind of helping her with this case. He helps her interrogating him, asking questions. So he goes to Mexico or Dominican Republic, whatever, to actually find out about Zaire's significant other, what happened, is she really dead or whatever, what really happens. But he goes there and he finds out, something fishy about that story or whatever. And he also finds out that Mia's husband is having an affair on her. So once she finds that out, you guys know what's going to happen. When I was watching this, and after she finds out that, her husband supposedly has an affair, and what Zaire does, what she sees Zaire doing something, and then what I see when Zaire gets done doing that thing, he puts his clothes on and then pulls her to get on their bike, and then I'm just gonna say something happens with paint. So both these people are nasty. You know what I'm talking about. If you see what happens, no, this hygiene is, man, lack of hygiene, let's say. But anyway, but yeah, they nasty. Also, I don't know if AI was used when they were showing these paintings, but these paintings were very terrible. Yeah, they were supposed to be like an artist drawing on a canvas, but this shit looked like AI generated images. It looked so bad, but hey, I guess this is a Netflix budget. So we're just gonna say, after Jimmy, her private investigator friend, tells her what happens with her husband, I'm just gonna say some paint activities happen. You'll see this movie and you'll find out. But then after that, there's a good twist, and I want to say Tyler Perry kind of on this twist right here, he kind of went away from his tropes. He kind of turns the tables on what usually happens to men, or men do things. This time, a woman does certain thing. So, he kind of changed it up, and I kind of like that part of him changing it up. But then towards the end, there's another twist happens. It is so stupid, when we find out what happens. It's just these villains in this movie basically telegraph Mia into just, oh my God, you should do this. You really should do this. That way you can escape this situation. Just pretty much telling her what to do so she can get away with it. And then, oh my goodness, this has the dumbest and the funniest death scene that I've ever seen in a movie in a long time. When you see the ending of this, oh my God, you'll start laughing and cracking up how this cat dies. But this movie is kind of boring, I ain't gonna lie. This is a Netflix movie, I didn't expect much. I don't know if you guys see Acrimony. I like Acrimony. Acrimony was better than this. Like I said again, Kelly Rowland, she's a singer, so I didn't expect much from her. She did okay, but a lot of the acting in this movie is wooden, Just, I mean, this is not going to help their resumes at all. And the mother of this movie, Kelly Rowland's mother-in-law, she's supposed to be like 60 years old, but she looks like she's 30. And I'm like, what's up with that, But I think this movie is probably like I give this movie a C, pushing a D. I mean, it's a Netflix movie. It's somewhat entertaining, but yeah. I mean, Tyler Perry kind of went away from his usual tropes, but I just had to talk about this and see what you guys think about it.